This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. We create and broadcast these episodes live on native lands. We acknowledge these are unceded lands, with diverse communities maintaining connections to these places, and recognize their ancestors, their elders, both past and present, and future generations. Learn more by visiting the Native American Rights Fund website at narf.org. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Ruins of the Lost Realm, a campaign for the One Ring role-playing game, with David Larkins as the Lore Master. So we're back, and Nadja will not be joining us this week, so we will just have we will have a very silent dwarf lurking in the background.
She's thinking.
She's thinking, yes. She's a background extra.
All the gold that she had to leave.
Well, that's the main thing, contemplating the loss of that hoard.
So that actually brings up our first bit. Before we get back into the narrative, we have some bookkeeping to do.
The best part.
Oh my god! What? Someday.
Give me lists. Give me charts. Let's go.
We're gonna have a group of people who. No, I'm being silly. Let's do it.
You just don't understand bookkeeping.
I do understand bookkeeping
as a fun activity.
Well, as a fun activity, you're right. I don't.
Okay, so yeah, you all had unearthed a little
Yes.
hoard of treasure.
We did.
Somebody had buried, hoping to come back to it and never doing so. So I generated that treasure.
Oh.
Yes, I did that. It's a thing I did.
Okay.
So the way treasure is handled, I think we kind of went over this before, just to remind you, the way treasure is handled in the One Ring is abstractly with treasure points. However, I also have the option of generating specific items that might be worth multiple treasure points in their own right. These are called precious objects.
Oh.
So,
okay.
I will tell y'all, and then sometimes you find other things in amongst the treasure. Okay. So here is what you found. The total number of treasure points is 36.
Oh, wait, so we have to split this.
Yeah, split it. Remember, each treasure point counts as a point of encumbrance. So.
Oh.
But we do have our horses this time.
You do have your horses with you, yes. So 36 treasure points. Of that, 4 treasure points are in the form of a sapphire brooch of elven manufacture.
Okay.
And 5 treasure points are in the form of a diamond ring of dwarven make.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that Oda would have that.
Yeah, we know who's going to take the dwarven ring.
Yeah. And then, so that's 5. And then what was the brooch? How many points?
Was 4.
4. Okay.
And then the aforementioned other item is a pair of shoes, leather, very finely crafted, silver buckles, obviously crafted for a man, mannish shoes, as they would say. And considering that this hoard is probably 1,000 years old, I'll just mention that the leather looks as supple as the day it was cobbled.
So they're elven made, is what you're saying.
No, they're not elven. They're not
Oh.
elven. But they're remarkably well preserved.
What
I
the
think
hell?
I was gonna say in Hallett's case, there's like brooches and rings and like piles of money. He's just like, yo,
Nice boots.
check out
Yeah.
the shoe.
Ooh, those
Both
look like
of them
some
are probably like,
comfortable
whoa, those
walking
are some nice
shoes.
boots.
Who do they fit?
They
That's
they
the
have
question.
the Hoka brand stamped on the
Oh
side.
no.
Yeah, they'll
Check.
fit either of our two Dunedain. So you guys can fight it out.
As
You
long
can
as they
each wear
don't have it.
one.
As long as they don't have like individual toe hold, like the
No, they're not like
Yeah, they're not
those.
water shoes.
No.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Like
You find a
both of
pair
them,
of Crocs.
both of them like put up their feet and they're like comparing their feet to the boot. Like,
Yeah.
does it fit better?
Oh, I love that. I love that visual. Okay, and so those were so how much were those worth? Or is that just a special item?
Those are separate. Yeah, those don't count.
So there's
Those
5 points and 4 points, so that's 9. And so then the rest of the hoard is what, 27?
27 left. Yeah.
27 points. Is that just gold coin or is what are
Yeah, gold, silver, other
Okay.
semi-precious stones, maybe, that kind
Okay.
of thing.
Okay.
John, if Haleth wants to take them, Silamir would probably say something like, I've got thousands of miles on my boots. They're nicely broken in. You can take these. You still have some journeying to do.
Ooh.
See the thing, like there, and I mean he's young, so there's probably a flash of like, don't tell me, but like at the same time in the Dunedain culture, like you respect the elder, right? So he's
Yeah.
definitely been looking up to you since you started journeying, so he would probably be very grateful. And then like, I mean, I can't imagine his boots are absolutely garbage, but they're probably not great. It's probably the one, he doesn't have a lot of money, so it's the one pair he's had for a while. So this is like his splurge or whatever. So he'll kind of excitedly go off in the corner and try them on, and probably immediately start trying to find like dirt or whatever to blacken the silver buckles a little bit.
Yeah.
Because heaven forbid we're out like walking at night and the moon shines off of the silver buckle and alerts something. So he's immediately like, these are great, but they're a bit too fancy. I gotta like, scrub these down and
Got the fancy heels that click every time.
Yeah.
they step.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The glint of the silver.
All right. Well, these shoes are a wondrous item, and they will give you a +2D bonus to all of your athletics and awe rolls whenever you are wearing them.
That's cool.
all right. So I'm gonna have to put that special
feel-
boots.
I feel like I feel like Oda would take both of the jewelry items.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be just decked out in jewelry because she's already
I
wearing
know.
another necklace, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
She just
Just
loves
bedazzled.
Exactly. So yeah, the buckles be damned. They'll just see Oda and it'll just be like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
Easily visible.
She
So I
walks in
think
the sun and just flashbangs everybody.
exactly. Exactly.
And I don't know if it specifically says this, but I suppose the implication is that if you're saying, oh, this item is worth X treasure points, that means that it's not like the brooch weighs, quote unquote,
Right.
5 treasure points. So it's sort of like you're carrying treasure points without it being encumbering, So
Yeah.
that is my interpretation of that.
That sounds correct to me.
Mhm.
So I think, I don't mind taking a little bag of just a tiny little bag of,
So humble.
I don't know,
so
maybe
modest.
like 5 points worth.
Mhm.
Would
So
that be
each of
Mhm.
y'all's, since
Mhm.
neither of us have a horse, each of
Yeah.
y'all's horses can carry 10 points worth of load.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Nice.
That's a lot. That's that. So we have like 27 points. So we're gonna have to leave some behind, I think.
Well, let's see.
Or you carry it.
Yeah, if you
I think,
divvy it
I
up.
think Oda's already she's carrying 6, I believe.
Yes.
Points of extra
Yeah,
load.
she is.
So she's not here.
Notoriously.
You could just saddle the other 7 with her for right now. And we'll
Yeah,
figure it out later.
exactly. Be like,
what
here you
happens
go.
when you're the NPC for the week.
Yes. Yeah, I think we might do that. So where did we decide the treasure points go onto the character sheet? Is it
It's
under
under
treasure rating?
treasure on strength. Yeah,
Oh, that's
treasure
right.
rating.
You did tell me that last time. Okay.
Yeah, the treasure
Okay.
rating is the true value, so that's where I
Right.
think like the 4 and 5 point things go,
Oh,
and then
okay.
the rating is how
Right.
much it actually weighs, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Exactly.
Okay. So I guess, I mean, I'll take,
Yeah, because your treasure rating is just a expression of your sort of wealth, your general I don't know what they call it, net worth, your net
sure.
worth.
Yeah.
So, whereas treasure
So,
is like what are you carrying that's going to encumber you?
Right.
Yes.
okay. So, I mean, I can take, I guess, 10 and then
Okay.
17 go on the horse, I guess.
I mean,
Or
you could
10
take
go on the
You have
horse.
2 horses.
Oh,
'cause
that's
you got
right.
Otis horse too,
Oh, that's
so
right. So
you
10
could
and 10. So I'll take 7. That's right. That's what you said, Marley. Okay. So I'll hold on to the 7 then.
okay.
And then
Hopefully that
10 will
won't
go on
encumber you.
Muffin and then, okay, 10 points.
Looks
Muffin.
like you're okay. Excuse me.
Come on, you gotta rally. I gave you Diet Dr. Pepper. That should,
I'm letting it work through my system.
okay.
the
All
idea
right.
that Diet Dr. Pepper would at all wake you up is so foreign to my mind. My like caffeine-addled mind, yeah.
No, well, yeah, we're very
My
lightweight
5
in this
grams of
household. Yeah,
caffeine or whatever.
yeah.
It
I'm,
We're
I'm taking like
essentially
200
Mormons.
milligrams when I wake up in the morning, so
is.
and then I'm drinking green tea throughout the day.
Right, right. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so that sounds good. David, do you have music for this?
Oh,
Are
right,
we still
music.
tallying up some stuff here? Because
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have bookkeeping music ready to go. So
I don't know,
It's
man.
just old school typewriter in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like the clicking of an abacus or something.
Right.
All right.
Muttered conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The oppressive silence of a library.
Mm-hmm. It's indeed.
All right. So everyone good with your divvying up and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you'll recall, we left off with y'all, let's see here, in the rather colorfully dubbed Fields of Slaughter.
Mm.
And you had encountered an elf, a wandering elf.
Mhm.
Who
Remind the name.
her name is Nalian. Nalian. I suppose Nalian.
Nalian.
Yes. And she's quite addled. She's quite disturbed, you might say. Yeah. And you had talked to her and you had told her that you would help her out with what has brought her out to the fields, which is specifically she believes that she was present at the Battle of Fornost 1,000 years ago, and her companion Drameth was lost in battle, and she believes that she believes that Drameth is her unhoused. She's unhoused, and her soul is wandering without rest.
Okay.
So, yes, that is what is going on there.
Okay. And so where were we? We were in the fields and we were headed toward Fornost, right? The
That was your original destination, yeah. Yeah. And now
Okay.
you've sort of told this Nalian that you will help her.
True. And also, like, I mean, we're going in the same direction,
That's also true, which is
right?
helpful.
Okay, that's good. That makes it a little easier because we're headed
Yes.
there, and maybe more answers will be revealed as we make our way through.
I think that was the original implication, was more of like, hey, you can travel with us and look for your companion while we're on the way.
Right, yeah. We're not diverting
We were-
too much.
Yeah.
Let's not get carried away.
The whole group was like behind, you know, a little hobbit friend is like, hey, you can absolutely come with us, and all the rest of us are like, no, okay.
Yeah. I mean, Melly's like, yeah, I'm there. I'm in it. Let's do this. I feel sad too, so we could be sad together. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah. We've been through a lot so far. So far,
Oh,
I feel like I'm
been pretty
still
brutal,
reeling.
honestly. Yeah.
It really has, all right? It just really has been. Okay. So, all right.
Oh, Lordy. All right.
Now
So,
what?
yeah, now what indeed? So you will be carrying on. We already took care of your journey roll, and that was
Yes.
to avoid picking up some shadow points from sort of traversing these I won't say haunted in the literal sense, but perhaps memory haunted fields.
Mhm.
And it's sort of eerily quiet out here on the plains. You don't hear a lot of like the sort of sounds of nature you would expect to hear, like the chirping of sparrows amongst the tall grass, or the scuttling of small mammals as you pass, or that sort of thing. So it's just sort of silent and windy, and just sort of vaguely sad. There's a sadness. Quote Shaun of the Dead, a sadness like a drunk who's lost a bet. So.
All right. Okay. All right. Everyone can hear the music. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So, this is a sad place, I say out loud.
Unfortunately, many places, many lands carry the taint of memory like that.
So I nod.
But that's how you can tell it's somewhere old. It just has a memory embedded in the soil, and it's waiting for happier times to come and uplift everyone.
All right. So I nod and I look at our elf friend now. How's she looking? Same?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's remember she's kind of like keeps up this constant stream of muttering to herself under her breath.
Right.
So you just hear it in the like this background, like somebody talking in a low voice in a movie theater while you're trying to watch the movie.
Oh my god.
Kill her.
Out of here. All right. And Oda is, I mean, we're all sort of all traveling together.
Yes.
Okay.
You are traveling as a party.
What do we see in the horizon?
On the horizon, you see, let's see, a lonely hilltop. It's sort of perched on the southern side of this plain that you are traversing. And as you draw closer towards it, it stands out because it is covered in flowers, whereas the surrounding terrain is covered in just this kind of rough yellowish grass.
We'll run over to the flowers and see what they look like what kinds of flowers. Like, it's exciting to see something that's possibly colorful, unless did you say they're white flowers?
Well, it doesn't say here, but that is kind of how I was picturing it in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, and as Melly runs ahead,
I think you've added purple. I don't know, like kind of like heather or something.
Let's go with purple. Yeah, I like that. Nellian smiles to herself, and she says, seeing that halfling reminds me. I remember now. This hill, this mound, was the site of a small formation of halfling archers who came with Earnor from Gondor, and strike that. They were loyal subjects. They were loyal subjects of the King of Arnor, who fought alongside the elves and the men of Gondor, and made a great contribution to the battle as their volleys helped slow the advance of the Witch King's orc armies. But many among their number fell as the orcs returned shot and back at them with their black feathered arrows. When the battle was finished, the survivors planted flowers on the site to commemorate their fallen comrades.
Cillian is watching Melly run forth, and Silumir. Wow, Cillian, I'm messing up my name. Silumir is watching Melly run forward, and he's like, "Well, hopefully we don't ever come to a time where the small folk have to leave their delightful homes and return to the field of battle. I truly hope that's behind us."
As do I.
So I'm looking at these flowers. What do they look like?
Yeah, they are much like the hobbits. They are small but sturdy little flowers that have thrived out here on the windy highlands, and they're quite beautiful in their own small, modest way.
Okay. So I'm touching them. I'm not gonna pick them. I'm just kind of touching them and just yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, they stand here as a memorial to your culture's small but profound contribution to that battle, that victory. So, did you pick up a point of shadow from
what? Why are you
Fenn's,
keep trying to?
from
Okay.
Fenn's death? Did you or no? Did you
Listen.
get rid of it?
Listen.
What?
I do have 1 point of shadow.
Okay. Well, you now can get rid of it.
The flowers make me understand that life can still spring from death, and
From
that
loss, yes.
yeah, and that it can still be celebrated and known even after it's happened long ago. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Even though time has passed, there's still a memory there that brings joy to people's hearts when they see the flowers. Just like Fen someday, I will tell his story, and I'll sing his fugue and the fart fugue.
Oh, God.
Was it fart related? I forget.
Probably.
I don't recall it being part related for sure.
Where did that come from? I know I heard that somewhere, but
I think John made a joke about it.
Oh, he did. Okay. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so I start humming the song to myself, and I mean, I guess I don't want to hold us up. I mean, we're still
I don't want to hold us up.
I can basically run up, look, I can catch up quickly because I'm nimble.
I feel like everyone would just wait for you. I don't think there's any great rush.
Yeah, Haleth is definitely a student of history. So while you're frolicking, and looking at the flowers, he's probably doing that thing. If it was a movie, the camera would zoom in on his eye, and then we'd see in his mind's eye the battle going on. So he's got a couple of notches in battle. So he's probably looking at the land, actually that is a good hill for them to have had archers on, and the orcs probably came up from over there, and just kind of it's like when you go to. For us Americans, if you go to a battlefield from the American Civil War, you can feel the fact that holy crap, there were thousands of people here duking it out at one point, and it makes it feel more real. Or I imagine if you go to visit anywhere in Europe, if you're standing in where Hastings happened or something, there's probably a lot of holy crap, history was made here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I like that visual. That's cool.
But yes, in time you do gives you an opportunity to take a short break, take some twigs from your skins. There's actually a little trickling stream running around the base of the hill that will eventually feed into the brandy wine, so you can refill your casks and whatnot. And but yeah, from the Blossom Mound, you head north, and the land rises gently for a few miles, and then starts to fall again. And after a couple hours of walking, Allian stops and suddenly looks around, as if she realizes where she is now, and she says, "This is where the main alliance assembled, but this was not where Drameth rode. She was with the cavalry wing, which fell upon Angmar's retreating forces that came down from the north. But I remember catching sight of her. It was the last I saw of her. She was on her horse alongside Prince Iarnor of Gondor, and her spear was shining in the gloom with the gleam of chill flame. Sight rejuvenated my spirit. I had fought upon this battlefield all day, and I watched as they turned north in pursuit of the fleeing Witch King. She just kind of, trails off.
So that was the last she saw of her. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
So you think she might now reside farther north from where we are?
Yes, I think so.
Have you checked that way in the past?
I have not been here since the battle. It was never my intent to come back, and yet I could never bring myself to go to the west. And finally, I felt compelled. I felt determined to find Drameth's ghost so that I may finally move on.
Okay.
I can understand wanting to send off someone you care about and preparation for moving forward. So, would you all be okay with moving slightly north?
Sure.
Yeah, Alice is fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do accompany you?
Yeah, by your calculations, if you head in that direction, it'll sort of take you north of Fornost, but like not past it, so that you can cut back down to the south. Once you've reached this place that she clearly wants to go to.
Okay.
It's not too far out of your way.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep moving.
Okay. All right. So you press on, and a miserable hike it is.
What the hell?
You traverse gray, windy country, and you're mostly following. It's northeasterly, really, and Nalian seems to be following some sort of path that only she can discern. She walks with a sort of steady purpose and never hesitates when she slightly modifies direction or has to navigate around a small obstacle or whatever. And as the sun begins to set, you can see up ahead the wooded foothills of the North Downs out on the horizon. And so soon it will be dark, and you will have to make camp.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Find
it.
as much
Yeah.
shelter as we can on this
Yeah.
Yeah.
desolate
Right.
plain.
Are there any rocks or little outcroppings or like?
Nope.
Wow. Thanks. Okay.
So if there's no rocks or outcroppings, Haleth would definitely advocate for if depending on how, like, is it flat terrain, or do we have like little hillocks or?
Yeah, it's undulating for sure.
Okay, so he's definitely, again, 2 in battle, also active military John. We don't want to skyline ourselves,
Right.
so he's going to want to be slightly down off of one of those slopes. It's a 50-50 shot on whether he would even suggest if we have a fire tonight. Like, he's very much like, we
yeah.
don't want to get caught out and be seen, because you can be seen from a long way. And I mean, it's not the plains of pretty purple butterflies. So
Right.
they're- He's just being extra cautious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
I
So,
don't know
yeah.
if this is still something in common military parlance, because I'm military historian David, but like well, Des and I watched this film from the 30s called Three on a Match, and that's how I found out about this saying, which is that it's considered to be unlucky if you're passing a match around to light cigarettes, it's considered to be unlucky to be the third person to get your cigarette lit, because, and that comes from World War One, because if you lit a match in the trenches, you'd have just about enough time to light 2 cigarettes before a sniper would like hone in on you and get the
Right.
third person,
Yep.
basically,
I mean, there was some real, like, and this is slightly depressing, but just a more military history for you.
Yes.
Free school lunch started in the U.S. because the government complained that the people getting drafted in World War II were too skinny.
I did know
So,
that. Yeah, there were
for
so
the
many
next war,
4F people that they're like,
so
okay.
they were like, for the next war, we got to fatten you up, so we're gonna pay to have
Basically.
school lunches feed you, so that in case we got to
Wow.
draft you, you're like adequately nourished enough to go fight.
Hale and hearty.
Gotta get plenty of milk, you know.
Plenty of milk, yeah. Wow. Okay. So when there's the mention of no fire, I'm like trying to think who's the most sympathetic to me. Out of the two Rangers.
Say yes, we can have a fire.
I'm like, so I think you're the one who mentioned that. So then I look at I look at Silumir and I'm like, no fire? Like I look very worried.
He like puts his hand down on your shoulder. He's like, not tonight. We don't know what's around.
So I'm just like, oh. Biting my fist. No. All right. Yeah. Exactly. All right. So getting
put up
off...
with some injustices, but
come on, no fire.
No fire for tea. What is this?
I know.
There's so many evil implications of not having
right?
Cold rations for dinner.
Meanwhile, Haleth and Silumir are like, ooh, miner's lettuce, like dessert. And we're just like foraging like fresh greens.
All right. So we're setting up camp.
Yeah. And so you set up camp by the dwindling light of the setting sun and eat your cold rations in the half light of twilight. Nalian is mostly just, again, sort of retreating back into her strange memories and visions, muttering to herself.
All right. So, are we gonna do some watches or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Silumir's like, he like, kneels down, talking to Haleth off to the side. He's like, does the halfling normally do a watch?
Hey, I'll have you know. Wait, do I hear that? I want to know if I hear that.
His intent was not to let you hear it.
I know,
hear it
but I want to see. I want to see if my
Maybe
awareness
upwind
is
of-
two.
or, downwind of it.
Yeah. My awareness is two.
Yeah,
so...
roll your awareness. Let's see.
Oh God. Okay, awareness. Submit. Oh, I failed. I didn't. Dang. All right, I was hoping. Okay.
And so Haleth is like, occasionally, but never this far out. And I was usually awake also, just in case.
We cannot. He doesn't say this out loud, but he says we cannot, and then he stops and he like shoots his eyes at the elf. Like, we're not trusting that one to do anything.
No.
Well, you do have a dwarf, remember?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
a very quiet dwarf.
So we can take
But,
3 watches.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Silumir will sit back up and stretch. He's like, Melly, for the evening, you concentrate on resting. You can take an extra watch tomorrow night, but these planes drain energy, and I don't mean to be glib, but tiny feet, tiny strides, twice the steps. You're expending way more energy than either of us, and it's not fair.
So I'm grateful, and I'm trying to keep a brave face. I'm grateful, and then I say, okay, I appreciate that. So I'll curl up and do a little ball somewhere, probably near the elf, just because, I don't know, just out of some sense of trying to connect with this person. So
you're gonna curl up with the elf?
Yeah, but I don't think she really near her.
Near her. Well,
Yeah.
you can make a roll
Okay.
to see how she responds to that.
Uh-oh. I'm
In
gonna get my
Hearten
ass
would
beat.
probably be a good one.
Okay, in
Gets your
Hearten.
ass beat.
What? All right, yeah, in Hearten. Okay, and let's do that. And that's another fail. So I'm getting the fails out of the way for you guys.
Sure.
For
Sure.
later on. Yeah, so I'm just really by myself. So yeah, I what would be the opposite of in Hearten? Like I
Disheartened.
just
Disheartened.
I just feel like maybe I seem like a bad omen to this being. I don't know.
No, she's just really lost
In her
in
own
the
world.
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, just okay.
And so it's just hard to connect with her.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Understandably so.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. So gradually, those of you not on watch drift off to sleep. And you all have a terrible night sleep.
Oh, wow.
Um yeah, you have
It is.
You have dreams that are tormented by visions of this terrible battle of elves and Gondorians fighting against orcs and hillmen and the Witch King and his black-robed guard with their hideous hissing voices, and the visions of men being cut down by these wraiths, if you will, and dying, screaming as their souls are ripped from them. And yeah, we're gonna need some tests to not pick up any shadow points from sleeping out on the plains here. So let's see. This is a dread based test. So let's see. I believe sources of shadow. Yes, dread. You will make a valor test for that.
Okay. So, let's see here. We got Valor. Why is it always so tricky?
All right.
Sorry. There it is. We got it. We're clicking. We're doing the thing. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just letting you know, I'm on a laptop and I made a great success. Yay.
Good.
As did Helith and
just me. I'm all sad.
Okay.
You're all sad.
All sad.
Yep. Yeah, so this was to see if you picked up 2 points of shadow. So Haleth and Melly are both okay, but unfortunately Silmir 2 points. Ooh. Ouch.
That is very painful.
It makes sense though. He's not just plagued by dreams, but his eyes keep wandering to like Melly's sleeping form and just reminds him of his daughter. And his daughter is very recently deceased. And
yeah,
he's kind of co-opted Melly into, instead of grieving, he's taking care of her as a substitute until he can find a time where he can relax and grieve. And this is that.
Okay.
Therapists in Middle Earth would have made a killing.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
They have so many shadow points though, man. It is
Oh God, yeah.
All right.
Okay. So all right. So with the dawning, I'm sure you are all more than happy to get up as soon as the sky even slightly begins to turn lighter, and have a rather hasty breakfast and get back out traveling again as quickly as possible. And so it is not quite midday as you are approaching the wooded North Downs, and And as you're kind of coming up towards the closest eave, the closest clump of ancient gnarled trees, the omnipresent wind that has been accompanying your journey thus far just sort of seems to fall away. And suddenly it is replaced by the sound of just like what do we want to say?
What? You stop the music, which makes me nervous.
It's replaced by this like low hissing sound almost. There's a pool of still shallow water at the base of the roots of these trees. And suddenly Nalian, again, sort of coming out of her reveries, she looks around and she says, "This is where Draneth fell. This is where the bodyguard of the Witch King turned about and faced the pursuers. The Witch King rode on and escaped. And his hand-picked company of black-clad riders of Angmar faced the cavalry, the host of elves and men of Gondor, and died, but not before taking many with them, including Drameth." And it's almost as if she is sort of possessed, like she's sort of channeling this story. She's very rigid and unmoving. And as she's saying this, it's like you can almost see the shades of these black-clad warriors standing to fend off the pursuers in amongst the shadows of the trees. And then you realize, as they move towards you, that they are not mere visions.
What?
Indeed, they are rather sad, sort of twisted figures wearing these very torn robes, and they carry rotted shields and pitted blades and spears. And they have hoods over their faces that obscure their features, but you can hear that hissing sound, and it seems to be coming from them.
I'm sorry, how many were there?
6?
Unfortunately, there are only 3.
Okay.
Appropriately enough.
Right.
But also among their number, you see a different sort of spectral vision, a more sort of silvery gray figure that looks like she could be Nalian's sister.
Oh.
Elf, armed and armored. But she is sort of following behind them, and she's got a spear in her hand, and the expression on her face is one of like torment and insanity, really. And so
that's fun.
She is advancing with these wraiths.
Okay.
How fast are they moving?
Yeah.
Steadily, but not, they're sort of spreading out to like get around you.
Silamir like rallies quickly.
Yeah.
Nalian, I'm sorry to say, I believe your companion will not be put to rest right now. This is not our fight. We need to retreat.
So Nalian seems to come out of her sort of paralyzed state as soon as she sees Drameth, and tears springing to her eyes. She says, "Oh, Drameth, I have come to lay your soul to rest, please." And she starts to walk forward with her hands sort of out in a gesture of conciliation. She heard nothing that you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me roll a die here real quick to see. Oh God. Okay.
2 seconds
So-
before we jump into this. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
with that roll, I think when Marley gets back, I will. Haleth has a plan. Not a smart plan. No, nor a good one.
Okay.
But it
But
is
it is a plan.
It is a plan.
It is a
Something's
plan.
going on.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just like maybe I'm looking scared as usual. And maybe like clinging to I'm trying to pull Nalian away. Like I'm trying to pull her from her, like pull her cloak, like I
Okay.
think that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. All right.
Actually, this is a good question.
Mhm.
This part of my plan might hinge on this.
Okay.
So with Haleth being 6'4", 200-ish, does it look like he can pick up the elf?
Yeah, I suppose so. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna do a suplex.
Essentially, yes. Essentially, a run, a very, a football tackle a Midwest high school coach would be proud of, and then pick her up and be like, nope.
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. Bye. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So a plan has been hatched.
There are a couple things. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm pulling on Nalian's cloak, trying to pull her away, like pull her more toward our group.
Mhm.
And then Haleth has a plan.
Yes. So I'm going to try and shoulder tackle her and
Mhm.
pick her up and start going the other direction.
Sounds perfect. Silumir then is going to interpose between everyone.
That was essentially the other. I rolled because I was like, I'm either interposing myself or I'm going to do the tackle grab, and I rolled tackle grab. So
Get her out of here.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. That's fine. So let's resolve that. Let's do that first. So athletics.
perfect. I have 2 in athletics, and I get a 2 die bonus from these
Fancy
cool, fancy
shoes.
new shoes.
Yes.
So,
While you're doing that, real quick, can Silumir snag your shield from your back?
totally.
Let me borrow
yeah.
that. Give me that.
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
It is a parry of. What's your shield stat?
It is a 2, I believe, because it's a reinforced shield, so it's a step above the regular shield.
Okay, so wow, that is a great success. Okay. Even with the weary. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So yeah. So I think you come in and sort of sideswipe her and get her up over your shoulder, and she starts to screech really, like just like she will not be diverted from this.
Oh,
The fact that your
no.
mic auto filtered the
It
sound
does.
you were making out
Yeah.
and nothing came out.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
funny. I can see you screaming. So like,
Yeah,
the
we saw
intent
you
was
scream,
there.
but there's
Thank you.
no sound.
I'll put in some elf screams.
Yeah.
Oh,
for that.
no.
This is a silent movie now. It's-
Yeah, exactly.
There's
Yeah.
subtitles.
we need the piano, the really bad piano music to go in with this.
Absolutely. Oh my
All right,
God.
so you've got her picked up. So the wraiths and Drameth are closing in on you all.
Yeah.
So Cillian, what are you doing?
I'm
Oh,
tactical
Silumir.
retreat.
That's silly.
It's okay. See,
Cillian. God
it's
damn
not
it.
just me. It's fine.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, you put it in my head.
I
so.
did. It's my fault. Yeah, Silumir, it runs forward, snags the shield off of
Yeah.
Hal's back,
Yeah.
and takes a defensive position, and is just basically like a fighting retreat. He's
Yeah.
going to try and keep them off while we escape.
Just backing up, facing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are in what is that? What is that posture
Defensive
called?
pose.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, the wraiths are a little like they're just kind of trying to move around to encircle you. Drameth, however, when she sees Malian being uh spirited away, no pun intended,
Mhm.
she just rushes straight forward. So yeah. Silumir, you're gonna catch the brunt of that.
It,
So you're in defensive pose, so go
uh,
ahead. You lose a die, as does Drameth.
um, I am actually going to take a different action.
Yeah,
Think
protect companion.
protect
Mhm.
companion. Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm trying. The entire idea is to keep them away from
Yeah.
my friends.
Okay.
So that's what I want to take.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm
Athletics
not
roll.
sure how to do that. Oh, is it athletics roll? All right.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just a straight roll, no.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh,
Okay.
terrible.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, that was a
Woof.
very poor roll.
Dinky. All right.
Ah.
All right. So here comes Drameth doing her thing. Let me just see here.
You have
Okay.
21 parry now.
Okay, good to know. Goodness. All right. So let's see here. Yeah. And
Thank you, Shield.
yeah. All right. So 21 parry. Cool. All right. She's got a great spear. And do I do -1 on the bonus dice? I suppose I probably do. We'll try that. And target's parry is 21. Okay.
Oh, I pick a
Yeah.
battle roll, not an athletics roll.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and
Oh.
re-roll.
Sorry, it wouldn't matter. I said this 10. They're
Oh.
Oh,
both
same.
2 dice.
It'd be
Yeah,
the same. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
wouldn't change anything.
Okay. So, yeah, Drameth does not um, do very well herself and is fended off by Silumir's defensiveness, even if the protect companion thing did not work out. Okay, so how about Melly? What are you doing?
Yeah. So I think what I'll do is I obviously trying to pull on Nalian is not working,
Mhm.
and I'm watching them fight. These other beings, I mean, they're so huge, right?
Mhm.
So I can move through, and I have my short sword, so I can try to do some stabby
Mhm. Yeah.
just to, yeah, just to try to like I
Sure.
have keen piercing with my short sword, so I can try to maybe get at the leg, like the thigh of one of the black figures,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know,
Okay, sure.
to maybe shock them or surprise them, you know.
Okay, great.
Okay, so let's try this. And I'm going to use a hope point as
Mm.
well.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm going to try to do that with my short sword and running toward one of them, the closest one. I let out a little yowl and piercing blow with the Gandalf rune. Hell
What the
yes.
hell? Nice.
Yeah. So all of my grief rage is
Yeah.
is pouring out of me as I try to go after one of these black well, the shaded figure, correct?
The shades.
The
Yes.
shade, one of the shaded figures, and
Okay.
trying to get its leg or
Yeah,
calf or
yeah.
something.
Cool. All right. So I'll give it a protection roll.
Okay. Ugh,
Ah.
what the hell? Dude, I but I did such a I
Well,
mean, it
you
was a
you did damage to it. You just didn't wound it. You see.
hmm,
So
okay.
yeah. So remember, there's two ways to defeat foes: reduce their endurance to 0 or reduce their might to 0. And each time you wound a foe, their might goes down by 1. And spoiler alert, most foes have 1 point of might. I know you fought like a troll and an
Yeah, we haven't
ancient
yet
lake
fought a mook,
monster,
but
so but yeah.
All right.
But yeah, nevertheless, you bury your blade in the side of this
Ah! Yeah.
and it hisses and draws back, ready to return the favor. So what is your parry, please?
All right. You know what? My parry is 18.
An 18. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no dice either way. Target's parry is 18. Yeah.
Aha. So I avoid just barely.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll move out of the way or
Yeah, figure out your stance on the next round. How about Haleth? You now have a kicking and screaming elf over your shoulder.
oh man.
I do have a kicking and screaming elf over my shoulder. He really wants to fight, but right now, it's like the faster he gets away, the faster everybody else can follow with him. So I think he's just going to double down and try and he's kicking, screaming, throwing a fit. He's just got to be like, he's just going to keep.
Right.
Not the fast paced walk because he can't really jog because otherwise she's going to bounce too much. But it's definitely like power walking. Like nope,
Yeah.
Right.
nope.
All right. So let's see here. Let's see. So we have more enemies than heroes. Okay. For each remaining foe, Lore Master chooses between engaging and engaged hero, standing back, being able to make ranged attacks. Good. And then 3 human size. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to say, as we move into our second round, so it sounds like Haleth is going for a rearward stance.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then Silumir, you're still going defensive?
Yes.
Okay. Melly, are you going open or forward? Or defensive?
Forward.
You're gonna go forward. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
I just
this hobbit's just like, just like getting in there.
it's like again, it's just interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just feels right. So
Okay, so Silumir, I'm going to say another one of these other wraiths is going to engage you along with Drameth's ghost, and then the third wraith, the fourth foe, is going to go after Haleth. Okay, let's do the forward first. Melly,
Yeah.
you get a +1 for being forward.
okay. +1, I'm gonna use hope, and I'm running toward them again with my short sword. That's with 2 bonus dice. And all right. A great piercing blow. Can that please do something?
Nice. Oh, I did forget to mention they do have a parry of 1, which would normally increase the target number by 1, but you succeeded with plenty of
28.
aplomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty damn good. So I am again screaming and running forward. I want to parkour off of I don't know, something. One of the other ones to
Silumir's shield. You just
Yeah.
jump off the shield.
I would love that. I'd little parkour off the shield and maybe try to get it under the ribs or something. Of these weird.
Okay, so you get a
Figures.
piercing blow automatically because you rolled a 10 on your feat die. You also had a great success. So do you want to add your strength to the damage that you're doing, or do you want to give yourself a +2 parry on its return blow?
Oh, +2 parry. +2 parry. Yeah.
A wise choice. All right, so let me make its so let me reduce its endurance first. There we go.
Or maybe I don't know, could I get under the ribs or on top of the clavicle, just somewhere painful?
Yeah, absolutely.
After I parkour off.
Just like,
From the top rope.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ew, oh.
Yeah, very much. So you come down on this thing from above and you drive your blade into its clavicle and it just collapses under you, and all this dust kind of flies out from under its rotting robes as there's this loud hiss, which I won't try to do because my microphone won't pick it up, but just imagine it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, your blade is buried into the ground basically because this thing
All
just
right.
goes down.
So I look up surprised, like, where did it go?
Yeah, right.
Like,
Like, oh
what did I
shit,
do? Yeah, like,
is it in its final form?
right, exactly. Okay.
All
So,
right, well done, Melly. So on to Silumir.
mhm.
Yeah, so you are in defensive stance still. What would you like to do?
Um, I'm gonna do protect other again. But this time it's nobody else probably sees it, but a flash of anger like goes across his face as Melly
Mm.
steps off of his shield and puts herself in danger. And so I have to
Mm.
designate a target for who I'm protecting, and I'm gonna
Oh,
protect her.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he snaps out and he calls out the name of his daughter, which is Araniel. But he says,
Oh.
Araniel, what are you doing? And steps in between them without even thinking.
Love it.
And so he's gonna try and protect
Oh.
poor little Melly.
Mhm.
I roll
Mm.
battle, and
We just killed a fell wraith of some
yeah,
type.
I failed again.
Oh,
I put myself in
no!
between them.
Damn
Oh my
it.
God.
Oh, a one and
Because
a
I'm trying
two.
to,
Ouch.
yeah, just trying to stay in front of
Yeah.
the big wraith.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of, so here we go with Drameth with her great spear. Loses a die for the defensive stance. And still, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't put the target number in.
Oh.
All
All right.
Oh, boo.
21.
Never mind.
Dang.
Try that again.
She got me with a 6.
Got you with a 6. Yeah, obviously that does not do the trick. And then the other wraith. Okay, so your parry was what again? 21? 21.
Do they get an extra like bonus for 2 of them attacking me, or?
You know, that's what I was looking at, and I don't see anything
I think
here.
it's like if they double us, they start getting bonuses. Is that how it works? It's
Yeah.
twice as many of them.
Yeah, that could be. That sounds right. Let's see here. Multiple. Yeah, it does say each hero engages one or more opponents. So, yes, thank you. But what does that do? We don't know. Take a quick moment. Double check.
Just trying to help look that stuff up, but this book is very pretty, but it is kind of hard to find what you need to find. Things are in weird places.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
Some good music you got going in the background.
Oh, thanks. I literally looked up Wraith Battle.
Ooh, it's working.
It's amazing. Amazing what you can find.
It is.
Oh, hey, we can create advantages by rolling battle as well.
Nice.
Which would complications and advantages. It's okay, that's its own little thing.
Huh.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It just there's a limit on how many opponents can engage you, but other than that, I think it's just, more odds of getting hit, basically. So yeah.
More enemies than player heroes. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here I go.
I guess they can use ranged attacks against us.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, good to check.
It's better to check.
Okay, that's a fail.
I'm trying to get hit. I'm trying to help.
You want to feel like you earned your victory,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, Haleth, you are being targeted by another one of these fell wraiths. What would you like to do?
Just straight running isn't like he's way down. He's at a disadvantage. This thing is coming up behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So, Silumir also has his shield. So I imagine, like, if he's going to do something, he's probably like running, fast walking. He can hear the thing coming up behind him, and he's like, all right, I don't have a choice. So in my head, it's potentially a badass scene. Doesn't mean it actually would come out that way. But I imagine it's something like shift his shoulder, like basically just drop her. So like kind of like turn around, of her off his back, and then go and two-hand draw his sword and just be like, there's no point in running if this thing can just keep up. So he has to deal with the immediate threat. At this point they are kind of separated, so it's not like he can get ganged up on by a bunch of wraiths.
Yeah.
So 1v1 is much better than 1v anything else.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So go for it. See what you can do.
All right. So I was technically rearward. I guess I'm just gonna try with my sword. Okay, don't get any bonus die. Target's parry, you said, is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
great success.
So what would you like to do with that great success?
That's right. Can I do? I can heavy blow.
You can heavy blow. You can fend off. Piercing wouldn't do you any good, and sadly, you have no shield at the moment. So,
Right.
Yes.
Let's just heavy blow.
Okay.
That's a pretty good standby.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your strength?
Strength is 8.
8. Okay.
Pretty
good. Nice. All right. So yes, you hit this thing hard. You actually stagger it backwards. It lets out another screech of anger and frustration at being held off from its goal. So let's see what it has to say about that. Hallis Perry, please.
Hallis Perry is, I'm pretty sure it is 16. Yeah.
Okay.
If you get hit because I took your shield, I'm gonna feel really bad.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, close. Very close. All right, so let's go to stances again. Melly, are you still in forward?
Well, yeah, let's do it. I mean, like,
You're out there in front of.
I know Silamir's
so.
like upset. Like, I don't know who he's yelling at, but I'm just trying to do my thing.
Yeah, who's
Clearly
that?
not directed at me. He didn't say
Yeah,
that.
that has
really.
nothing to do with me. It's not my name. So I'm going to. Well, I'm looking at everything. So can you set up like where things are at? Just
Sure.
where
right.
folks are.
So you felled your fell wraith. So you're actually, like when you turn around, you can see that Silamir is being sort of beset by this other wraith and the ghost of Drameth. So
oh my god. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
okay. So I'm gonna run to help him.
Okay. Which one do you want to target?
So I'm gonna target. Well, does the ghost seem like corporeal or just
She's
like a Jacob Marley kind of just like
It's-
white
yeah,
flower over everything?
it's kind of a translucent sort of vibe, but she's like her spear is like whacking into Silamir's shield pretty corporeally, so
Okay, so maybe I can try to attack the weapon. I don't know, like the spear, like
yeah,
try
you
to
target
like
something.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I might try that.
Okay.
And although I have been having good luck with these wraiths. I'm cursing myself right now, but I'm having some pretty good luck with these guys. So let me go after the wraith instead, because yeah. So let's try doing that. I don't know if I still have my bonus.
It depends on what stance you're in. Are you?
I'm forward.
Maintaining forward. Okay.
Yeah.
So then yes, you would have.
Okay, so let's do that, and we're just going to do the simple bonus of 1. And I'm submitting. Oh, I forgot the parry.
That's fine. Looks like you
great success.
Succeeded handily. Good God.
What the heck is going on?
What a wild roll.
Maybe I'm feeling it is a very wild roll. Maybe, I think maybe it's all the spirits of the halflings that all the archers. The archers
yeah, you've been
like
possessed.
I have. All the archers are just like, yeah, like you can do this. Man. Yeah. Like go after those guys.
All right, so your blade is keen, which means that is actually a piercing roll, even though it doesn't say it. How do you want to spend your special effect? Heavy blow or fend off?
I mean, I'm gonna do a heavy blow because I
Okay.
just want to try to like get this other wraith out of the way.
And what is your strength?
Strength, as I mentioned before, is
Not sure if you ever
currently
mentioned it.
and will be. I did not. Uh, 4?
A 4. Okay.
No, that's not
No?
it.
What?
Okay, again, I'm dealing with like having to stare at this. Now it's my turn to
Hmm.
strength. Is my strength 16
No,
or
that's your target number. So yeah, your
target number
rating is
current?
4.
4. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Like that can't be right.
So,
Yeah, it
okay.
is.
Strength
I'm a
16.
hobbit.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
it's
All
4.
right. So that's 7 points total,
Okay.
and I'll give this thing a protection roll.
Please fail, please fail, please fail. I beg of you.
Injury rating is
Come on.
16.
It's the least you can do. Oh,
Oh, got
with
that
the
Eye of
freaking Eye of
Sauron.
Sauron
Yeah.
rune.
Damn.
No.
It would have been a
Damn.
fail otherwise.
Shit.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Well, you walloped it pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Haleth, are you open stance or forward? Oh, wait, I need to let this thing strike back at Melly. One moment, please. What is Melly's parry?
My parry is 18.
18.
Yep.
Okay.
And it notices me attacking it.
It does. You little
Failure with a Gandalf rune.
balance
Thank
is
you.
restored.
Two
Okay.
extremes.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Back to Haleth.
Okay. I am now shifting into forward. Like if
Mm-hmm.
if it's time to play, it's time to play.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into forward. And yeah, just I drove it back once. He's gonna maybe do a quick little, sword thing, get his grip on both, and then just go for it because his friends are gonna need help. And sometimes the best defense is a good offense, and you don't need to protect against damage that you've already stopped.
True.
So
good point. Yes.
if they're dead, they can't hit.
That's right.
Right.
Or dead again, whatever their situation currently is.
Deadish.
Yeah.
Dead alive. Yeah.
Okay, so I get the bonus die, and target parry is also 1,
Okay.
and I hit.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right, there it goes.
Nice.
All right.
Success.
So, excellent. Regular success. No piercing, just endurance. But I've got good news for you. With your heavy blow from last time, it was on the verge of 0 endurance, and so you knock it all the way down. And much like with Melly's, it just disintegrates into this cloud of grave dust as its pitted blade clatters to the ground. All right, so that brings us to Silumir in defensive stance.
I was contemplating switching, but I'll stay in defensive.
Okay.
And I will actually lash out this time at
Okie dokie.
the specter in front of me.
Dramith, yes. So you lose a die, and she has a parry of 2.
Okay. More failures. One away.
Wow,
Oh, man. If I had that
Damn.
one, if I had not been in defensive stance, I'd have made it.
I know.
Curses. All right.
Dang.
Let's see what she can do in return.
But this is why I'm in defensive stance.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're keeping her occupied, that's for sure. All right.
Okay.
Oh, full.
You know what?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
That
Cool.
is not.
A
Doesn't
Sauron
matter
and
sometimes.
2 6s. Aye.
Ugh.
That
So wait a
could
minute.
not be a better roll. That could not
I
be a
know.
better roll.
No,
Oops.
it really couldn't. So what is Nalian doing? Like what? I mean, she's just useless at this point. Just
You'll
Come
have
on,
to
man.
pause and look around if you want to see what she's up to. In the
I'm gonna pause
meantime,
you.
as the spectral spear stabs into you, Silumir, with that roll, you pick up 3 shadow points, unless it's a dread-based shadow, so you can roll your Valor. Try and reduce that, but
Try
it'll be
that.
3.
Nope.
Nope. 3 more
All
shadow
right,
points.
so I am getting little shadowy.
Yeah.
5 in
dear.
one session is a lot.
That is a
Oh,
hell of a lot.
God.
What
All
is
right.
Okay.
And then yeah, let's see here. So, um, do I get the same options when I have extraordinary successes like heavy blow and all that shit? Do I spend those, or is that just for
why
heroes?
wouldn't
I
you?
think so.
It
Yeah,
seems like the
yeah.
right thing to do.
Do they
Well, it's
have
the wrong thing to do, but you
do they have
know.
Well,
like things that they can do on? I haven't actually looked at the monsters. I've been
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I know they have special things they can trigger with their like hatred or resolve
their fell abilities or
points, their
whatever.
fell abilities, yeah. But I think it's I think it's pretty much a two-way street.
Yeah, because it does say on next to weapons they have things like pierce and things, so that means they
Right.
can use
hmm.
special abilities. So
Correct. Yes.
hit me with the strength, I guess,
I'll hit you. Yeah, well, yeah, I will
or whatever is worse.
yeah, exactly. See, that's why I'm wondering because let's see, heavy blow, any weapon, additional endurance loss, hero's strength. Okay, let me just check this because I there's something in the back of my mind. It's like, no, foes work a little differently. I know they can still pierce. I do know that much. But I'm going to check here and see lore master characters. There we go. And okay. Right. Oh, madness. Maybe we'll get there.
What?
Oh, it's here are the
Adversaries.
following options of special damage options available to adversaries. It's on page
Yes.
144.
Just got there. Yeah. Okay, so they can do the parry. Or no, sorry, they can do a break shield, they can do a heavy blow, they can do a pierce, they can do a seize. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I
rude.
think it's whatever is next to their character. So like, because some of them have pierce directly next to it, or whatever
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
allowed to do.
Yeah, so she does have pierce under Great Spear. And then I think that's it. I think that's all she can do. So because she doesn't have any I know the trolls have break shield. But yeah, I think it's only if you have that assigned special damage option.
Trying to see if anybody has heavy blow. I don't see anybody with heavy blow, so that might
Oh, it
always be an
says here
option.
all adversaries can always choose to trigger a heavy blow.
Oh, okay.
Lovely. Equal to
There you
the
go.
attribute level of the attacker. Ah, okay. All right. Well, so that's let's see. Yeah, so she got a pierce automatically. So it's just going to be a double heavy blow, basically.
Cool.
Uh, well, not cool, but you know. All right, so that's going to come out to 15 endurance loss.
Oof.
All right.
And I will need you to make a protection roll, please.
Yeah, let me knock that 15 endurance down. Down to 11 endurance. Give me the weary. There it is. And protection roll.
Give me that weary.
Aw.
Injury rating, is that automatically whatever it says?
Injury rating is 16.
Okay. Weary
Oh,
fail.
weary
Wait,
failure.
hold on.
Wait.
Does weary go against protection rating? Because that seems like it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
weird if
algorithm
it
seems
does.
to think it does, but I don't. So uncheck your weary, and then or no,
Yeah,
actually,
so
it'll show you there, doesn't it?
it would just add the
It would
instead
add.
of 1, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah, weary should be 1, 2s, and 3s. Don't count. Yeah.
Okay, so then I would have gotten 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would have gotten an 18.
Okay. So good.
I'll look that up just in case.
Yeah.
Is that if weary goes to all rolls, but just seems weird if protection would.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't wear your armor as efficiently. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
You're just like, oh, this armor. It's too much. So weary. Okay. So while Marley is looking that up, we will move back up to the top. So Melly, you are fighting your Wraith, correct?
I mean, there's
maintaining your forward stance.
Yeah, so 2 are gone, correct?
2 are gone. Yeah, so you just have this one that you're fighting. That you did damage.
I did. So I'm gonna keep going after it, forward stance. Continuing with my short sword here. And just trying to hack at this thing. And let us do that and submit. Fail. Okay, so here we go.
Here we go. All right. Let me come back at you. The pitted blade. One bonus die. You remembered your bonus die, right?
I did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, that is. It's right there.
Okay, and your parry is what?
Parry is 18.
18.
Failed. Oh, also failed.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not quite sure what to make of me and is trying to swing, but I miss. I mean, I move out of the way.
All right.
It does look like it's very, very simple rule system. It just says when a hero is weary, all success dice are considered 0, or the 1, 2, or 3 are considered zeros. So it doesn't make any references to parry or anything. Just all success dice.
All right, so in that case, you are wounded. Check the wounded box on your character sheet and roll a d12 for me. Please don't roll a 12.
Man, if it's twice,
yeah.
If it's twice, at this point,
oh my god,
it's just the worst I can get without dying.
Wow,
yeah.
Wow.
The value indicates how long it will take for the injury to mend, expressed in days. Write the result in the injury box on the character sheet.
Right. Oh my god.
Oh man, she got you good.
Yeah, right in the guts.
10 day recovery.
10 days.
Yikes.
That's actually not that bad for being stabbed.
Well, true.
No, well, okay. Yeah. However.
Wow. Okay. All right. And if you are wounded twice, you are dying. So don't get wounded again.
Don't.
I'll do my best, David. Thank you.
No, don't do that.
We can't have you go through 2 characters. Like, this is ridiculous.
So this has stopped being a character-driven game, and it's just become like a dungeon crawl.
I know, right?
Stop naming them.
Your next character will just be Silumir 2.
Yep. Oh my god.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Haleth, you were in forward stance. Are you still?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's just watched this ranger that he's slowly started to look up to get absolutely bodied by this semi-dead elf lady, right. And he's not very happy. So he's essentially going to immediately tear back across the battlefield, sort up like this. The RPG tactician in me wants to flank her. I don't know if that actually, I can't remember if that actually matters in this.
I don't think so. I mean, it could be represented by being forward, so.
Yeah, but essentially since she's focused on him and has just stabbed him, he wants to come up behind her and just like try and across the back or something along those lines.
Yeah. All right, go for it. She has a parry of 2.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a hope at this point also.
Good thinking.
So that's an extra bonus die and a parry of 2. Yes!
Ooh.
Nice.
Whoa!
Nice. All right, so that is a pierce, and would you like to make that a heavy blow?
Yes.
Okay. So we're doing and you're coming in with two-handed, I imagine.
I am, yes.
Okay, cool. So 6 plus your strength was something ridiculous. What was it?
My strength is 8.
8, yes. So 14 damage.
Boy.
Yeah.
And okay, so we got an injury rating of 18 on this protection roll. Failed by 1.
Yes.
Two-handed made the difference.
Awesome.
All right. Well, as you might have guessed, she is the final boss, so she had more than 1 might point.
Surprise.
Yeah. But no, you get her good. She like recoil, she acts as if she's a corporeal being, right? You slash through her and she's like, ah! And, her arms kind of lurch back and she staggers and whips around, hissing and screaming at you.
And he probably does something suitably amazing. So yeah, he probably finishes the swing and then comes back around, sort up, and maybe takes his hand, just does the little like two finger like come hither, and then puts his hand, hand back on the sword because he's like, all right, like it's on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
dance.
Yeah.
All right, so that does get the heat off of Silmir, but she's gonna direct her attack against Haleth now. So
Can I look over at Nalian and see what she's doing?
you're still fighting the Wraith.
God
So
damn it.
yeah, yeah. You have
All
to.
right.
It is actually in the rules. You have to be in rearward
Yeah, no,
stance in order
I
to do
know.
a scan roll to see what's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on,
yeah.
right?
No, I respect it.
So,
I respect it.
all right. So what is Haleth's parry, please?
16.
16. Okay. All right. Ooh, yikes.
That was an extraordinary success.
Yes. Good news is it's not piercing.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay. Although I could probably, because she has a spear, and spears are very good at piercing.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yes, if I spend both of those to pierce, I can make that a 10. So
All right.
I'll make it a piercing blow. It'll do 5 damage, and please make a protection roll.
All right.
Mhm.
The trick is to remember where that is on the character sheet.
Right.
Far right, bottom corner.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Injury rating is.
Injury rating on this bad boy is a 16.
Oof. Okay. Bonus dice. None.
Woo!
What
Come
the
through, Gandalf
heck?
Rune. All right.
Nice.
We needed to get at least one.
Seriously.
Okay. All right.
Gandalf Rune saves me.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So, Silmir, what would you like to do?
Not die.
Not die.
Please.
Yeah. I will stay in defensive stance.
Yeah. Good call.
I think that's the smart play here.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna try and protect Haleth, since
Okay.
he is now
Yeah.
the target of her ire.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Athletics roll.
Battle roll.
What?
Still wary.
What is going on?
ISL run that one.
Oh my
Damn.
God. This is
I'm
kind
gonna
of the
have to
luck
check
that
if-
I get.
Yeah,
Like
I'm gonna
this is
check and see if I've succeeded any of the rolls this
I don't
session.
think
I don't think
you
so.
have. This
Good
happens to me a
God.
lot on Roll20
It's
and
true. Yeah.
the frustration is real.
Yes, it is. Okay.
It's all right.
All right. It's fine.
I know, but
And the good news is that because her might was reduced, she can only make one attack per round. So she cannot try and finish what she started with Silmir there. So, all right, Melly, still
Yeah.
in forward stance?
yes, but all the wraiths are gone, correct?
No, you're still fighting yours.
Oh shit. Why do I keep thinking it's gone? I know.
You missed on the
Wishful
last
thinking.
one. I know
I did
you're
miss.
used to just, succeeding with
All
every
right.
roll.
One hitting all of these things.
Stop.
Yeah.
I did fail. All right. So so I'm going to use a hope point. I'm going to forward stance. I'm
Right.
into this. I'm going to try to get it. I am working. Great piercing
There we
blow
go.
with a
That's it.
Gandalf rune to boot.
That's it.
I don't know how I've been so. I mean,
Hey,
I'm a
take
little
it.
warrior.
Take it when you
Yeah.
can get it, right?
I'm into it.
Especially
I'm
right
not. No, I'm cool with this, but I'm just
I
kind of.
I love the image of this halfling just taking out these wraiths.
I am possessed. I am possessed by all the warrior
I love
halflings.
that. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're do you want to do a great blow or give yourself a parry bonus?
I'm gonna try great blow again.
Okay.
Just to try my luck.
Or heavy
here.
blow, sorry.
Heavy blow.
So your strength is 4, so that's 7 damage. Make that a yep. And then I will give it a protection roll.
Let's see. Come on.
Okay. All right. Ooh.
Fail.
All right.
Beautiful.
So it collapses under your mighty
Nice.
Wow.
thrust. I don't know if any of that's gonna be.
No, it's
All
not.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's just yeah.
Cool. All right. So yeah, the final wraith is defeated.
So I'm looking around
Yes.
and I see that Silmir is in trouble.
Yes.
So I start running I'm not saying this is my action. I'm start running. That's the intention.
For next round.
Yeah. The intention is to run toward him.
Okay. All right. Well, Haleth, show us what you can do.
All right. That hurt. That was not fun.
Yeah.
Did not enjoy that.
No.
But that just makes Haleth more determined to finish things off. So, I mean, and he probably, you're supposed to be doing a scan roll or whatever to see things, but like, there's probably a sense of like, okay, if I can hold off long enough, we can focus and deal with the periphery stuff. So his goal is definitely, I want to strike things, but also I need to protect everybody else because we all hurting at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
So back to the sword. You know what? I'm going to spend another hope because
all right.
I want to do that.
Yes.
And her parry is 2.
I'm afraid to spend hope because then I will become miserable.
Oh
yeah.
No.
I have many some special
qualities can you rack up?
I know. Can I just do them all? Like,
I'm weary. I'm miserable. I have 5 points of shadow.
Oh.
I'm wounded.
Yeah,
Success.
You're wounded. Yep. All right.
Good.
Cool.
For Haleth.
All right. You're good. All right. She is strucketh. All right. Let me see here. Let me just make sure I'm applying all of her fell abilities that I can. That's rude. Okay. Dude, some of these fell abilities, I'm like, I feel bad using them. I'm like,
they're pretty OP sometimes. Yeah.
I know, for real. All right. Okay, got that. Okay. All right, so she's gonna strike at Haleth. And do that. Remind me your parry. John?
16.
16. Okay. Oh, I almost put 16 bonus dice. That wouldn't have been good.
200 damage.
Yeah, I mean, part of me wants to see what that would look like, but yeah. All right. Target's parry is 16. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. All right. Well, the good news is I can't make that a piercing roll. So it'll have to be a great blow, which is her damage 9 points.
Okay, that's not great.
Yeah.
I'm hurted.
Ooh, all right.
We gotta hold on long enough for the Hobbit to kill him.
This is nuts.
This
is cuckoo-y.
Okay.
I am at 11 of 28.
I am also at 11 of 26.
Oh my god.
All right. Yeah, so Silmir, what would you like to do?
We've got to get this done. Many times in his past has he been back against the wall and had to dig deep to fight. So he's going to drop the no, he's got the shield in his hand, doesn't matter. But I'm going to go forward stance and try and end this now. So he just steps into the blow.
Yeah.
And leans into his attack.
Okay.
So let's try it.
Yeah.
She's got a parry of 2, right?
Parry of 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, succeeded.
That's something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we've got all 3 heroes. Boy, could have really used that dwarf session. But anyway, we've got all 3 heroes fighting Drameth. So, Melly?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I use my once per combat ability to rally my comrades?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. It's in heart and roll.
Okay.
Let's try.
That's right. You're a little...
Oh, weary failure. Dang it.
Oh, weary is the worst.
I know.
God. All right. Rough. All right, Melly, you're up.
We're missing it.
Oh, she stepped away. Letting Edie out. Oh, just saw that. I only have about three or four screens to keep track of at once. Oh, Lordy. Okay, Melly is up.
Okay, I missed what happened because I had to let the dog out.
Yeah, so Silmir hit, but
Yay!
yeah.
Oh, good.
No
Succeeded
further.
at A roll.
And then
Okay,
he
good.
tried to enhearten everyone with his
Aw.
you know, is that your horn?
Looting.
I forget what it is that you have.
No, it's just
Oh.
the royalty revealed thing.
Oh,
So
your royalty
he's-
revealed. That was it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's so
But
cool.
he's
Okay.
just he's so weary.
I
He can't do
forgot
it.
I have an extra die for that because of my
Oh.
pommel. I forgot to
Oh
say it
yeah.
probably won't do anything. Do you mind if I roll
Go ahead
one
and roll a
extra?
Do
d6
it.
if you roll a 5 or
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, it'll.
Come on. Yes!
Oh, it works!
Hey!
Yay!
Yeah.
So anybody in forward
Oh.
stance gets a bonus die,
Nice. Okay.
and
that's-
everyone is inspired.
Yay!
It doesn't even that doesn't even matter if I succeed or not. It's just
Damn.
plus all party members are inspired on all the rolls following round.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All
So
right.
so Melly, for your attack, you'll get an extra. You'll get 2 bonus dice.
Yes.
You want to spend a hope, you'll get 3.
Yeah. I think I'll do that.
And then click your. There's a way to say that you're inspired.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was looking on the sheet for that, and I'm trying to see where that is. There's conditions and modifiers. There's favored, ill-favored, weary, miserable, wounded, or daunted.
I think you would just click favored because that's what inspired does.
Favored. Okay, great.
Or does
And
it
then...
does
No,
inspired
gives
double?
you 2 for every 1 hope spent.
Oh, okay, so never mind. So
Oh.
you'll spend a hope,
Log out.
and that'll give you 4 dice. It'll give you
4.
4 bonus dice. Yeah.
Yay! Oh my God, that's so great. Okay, so 4. And let's get this going. Let's see. Hopefully it will have done something cool.
It did.
Great success.
Nice.
All right.
Whew. Okay, so you have a choice here.
Mhm.
You're using a sword, so unfortunately you can't spend that to make it a piercing blow.
Right.
Because swords only give a +1 per success point spent there.
Okay.
So you can make that a heavy blow.
Okay.
And then yeah, I guess that's it
That's
because
it.
it's not piercing. So okay. So
Okay.
you can make it a heavy blow if you want.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so let's see here. That's 7 points, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's the part that I was referring to earlier when I said these fell abilities suck because sometimes I feel bad about spending them.
All right.
She, much like your old anglerfish buddy, she has the deathless fell ability where I can
Yeah.
spend a point
Wow.
to when her endurance hits 0 to bring it all the way back up to full. So her endurance just hit 0. She has resolve. She doesn't have hate. So I'm going to spend a point of resolve and boom, full endurance
Yeah.
again.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
How many times does that last? I mean, is that just a...
It's it just says I spend a point of resolve. So when she runs out of resolve points, I can't do it anymore.
Okay.
But
Wow. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Oh, and I forgot to mention when Haleth got hit, you picked up a shadow point, which you can roll your valor to try and cancel if you want.
Oh yeah, let me do that real quick.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Shadow point for you.
Mm.
All right, and you are up. So you're going to get the plus. You're going to get the extra die for being in forward stance, and then if you spend hope, you'll get 2 extra dice.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yep. I gotta keep. Okay, so I'm gonna spend another hope.
Okay.
To get 2 extra dice. Do long sword, so this is gonna be 4 dice total.
Okay.
And she's got a parry 2. And let's hope this does something. No.
Oh.
Oh, that is bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So. Oh yeah, because weary. All right. Damn. Total 5. Jeez. All right. So that will bring Silmir up on the order once he gets back. Oh, actually no. Drameth is attacking Haleth.
Oh. Yeah.
Gotta do that first.
Yeah. Man, these combats are just
Yeah.
really
Brutal. Yeah.
They're intense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's a great success.
That's not so great success.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
No.
Okay, so make that a heavy blow. That will be 11 points. Wait, 11? Yes, 11 points of damage.
I just dropped to 0 endurance.
Ah,
Oh, Aleph
sorry.
has fallen.
No. Oh no.
All's not lost. He can be healed. He can
I
be
know. I'm
brought
just
back from the
saying,
dead.
like, it's just, this is
Brought
just
back from the brink.
nuts.
So what
I
happens if
don't.
you hit 0 without being wounded? You're just knocked out, right? Is that how that works?
I would have to let me open the PDF.
We
and
might as well
double-check.
check since Marley had to step away. Let's see. Injuries. Let's see here. Hero reduced to 0 endurance. Can be automatically hit by an opponent if nobody protects him. That's rude. Can also be abducted by adversaries. Sure. Wakes up after 1 hour with 1 endurance. Okay. So you're just knocked out, fortunately. But yeah, you're out of the fight. I'm imagining Oda's like back with the horses, just like hopefully everything's
Yeah.
going well over there. I hear a lot of like shouting and blades
Clanging.
clanging. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. But yeah, it's funny. I can kind of like keep a rough timer of how long the combats last by if I have to like hit play on the background music again.
Oh
So
my God.
this is a 59-minute track, and I had to hit play again 3 minutes ago. So we've been going for over an hour on this combat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they can last a while.
Oh lordy. I mean, you took out those rates pretty well. That wasn't too bad.
yeah. Yeah. It just didn't seem like they were very difficult to beat. I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling
Well, they sure weren't as tough as
optimistic.
Dramath, I'll tell you that much.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. They do generally present like alternate ways to defeat foes. So
Mm-hmm.
usually not always like, oh well, we just gotta like fight it. But anyway, we'll go over that. So Marley,
Yeah.
while you were away, Haleth got knocked down to 0 endurance.
Oh no.
So the good
Yeah.
news is that just means he's unconscious since he
Right.
didn't take any wounds.
For now.
For now.
For now. Yeah, because it does also helpfully point out that foes can just keep attacking heroes at 0 endurance and
Thank you,
like
game.
start wounding them. But anyway, what is Silumir doing?
So yeah, seeing Haleth collapse and knowing that pain, feeling it,
Mhm.
staying in forward stance. I'm gonna spend one of my hope. Though I'm one away from being miserable now.
Oh
I'm
my
at 6
God.
current hope, and I have 5 taint.
Oh my
So, but that
god.
gives me 2 bonus dice. So that'll bring me up to what, 3 bonus dice, or
Yeah.
I'm forward, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and get this done.
Okay.
Yeah, because I oh wait, no, I'm in forward. My companions, I don't get that extra one for rallying my friends. So, yeah, that's why it's 3 for me.
Oh, right. I was like, where is that fourth thing coming from? Okay.
She's there, so yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
there we
Success.
go.
God.
There we
I
go.
will use my great success. So I also have a keen blade.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll use it to make my blade keen, or to
Okay.
make it a piercing blow,
Okay. All right.
and hopefully
Okay.
bring
So
this wraith down as I just lean in, stabbing out and trying to push her off and away from Haleth.
yeah.
Oh, that was
okay.
the other thing you missed while you were gone. She used her fell ability. She has the same fell ability as the anglerfish. She's back up to full.
That was
And
an
we're all,
important part.
Messed up.
Good.
Feeling, yeah.
But if she
Yeah.
takes more wounds, maybe we can get rid of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I should have switched to two-handed stance. Oh well.
Next time.
Mhm.
No, I'll keep the shield. The shield's giving me a higher parry. If I had done it, I'd have gotten it.
Oh
No.
my God.
Because it'd have been 20.
Uh,
Oh. Oh. All right. back to the top of the order, Melly.
All right, forward stance.
What can you do?
I'm
what you can
gonna
do.
just keep stabbing. Just try to keep
I know.
going
Yeah, so
after her.
you're backing her up towards this pool. She's sort of fending you all off with her spear, screaming and hissing at all of you in this sort of nonverbal rage. And yeah, so duck under that spear and try and sink your short sword into her non-corporeal body.
Yeah. I mean, pushing her toward this pond too, or the what is it, puddle or water?
It's just like some still water. It's not even really a pond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna just go after. I'm using hope again. Are we able to do like bonuses? Like the same types of bonuses from before?
So you get
or
one
that was
from
just
hope,
a one-off?
and then one from your forward stance. So you get two.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Is there a parry? What's her parry? 0? 2. Okay. And let's succeed. Okay, so I succeeded.
All right. You
Yeah.
tag her.
Something.
You get in there. Mm-hmm. Oh, so close to a piercing blow, though. It's
Yeah, I know. Don't. Yeah.
all right. Don't say anything. All right. Haleth. Or no, Haleth's out. Silamir.
I am unconscious.
Yes. Yeah. Haleth, what are you doing?
Yeah, I will. I groan. Silamir is gonna switch back to defensive stance.
Okay.
Because yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. Now there's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
No, do I? Ah,
Tactical choices.
I know. Yeah, no, I will. I'll stay in forward. He'll stay in forward, and
shield or no?
Yes, keep the shield. Yeah, because I don't have the. Yeah. He's gonna keep the shield up. He's trying to get the heat off of Melly. And as he swings down, he'll look to his side just very quickly and say, "It might be time to flee, little one."
Ooh.
As he swings.
Oh no! Oh. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Still in it.
Yeah. Still in it to win it. All right.
God.
So, so Drameth is going to switch her focus to Melly.
What?
Hey, you're the one who's been like buzzsawing through all your opposition.
Hey.
So.
What? So that means go after me, I guess.
Yeah. So what is
All
your
right.
parry?
Parry is 18.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Ha! Ha ha!
Ha ha ha! All right. So, staying in forward.
Yes.
Go for it.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
It's quick now.
Yeah, we're at a very short turnaround cycle now because it's just 3 people left.
Yeah. All right.
Wailing on each other.
All right. I'm not using hope because I can't afford to anymore.
Yeah.
I've used up a lot of it. So we have no more.
You get the one.
I get 1 from forward, and her parry is 2, and here we go. Success.
Nice.
Success. Wow.
All right.
I'm rolling hot today. I'll acknowledge.
Good. Yeah, because
except this is rare for me.
This rare
very
gift.
rare.
Yes.
It doesn't happen a whole lot.
Silamir.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh man, I keep flipping back. Like he wants to protect Melly now. And
yeah.
No.
I know. But she's holding her own. He's like, she doesn't need my protection. Like this, it's snapping out of the spew. Like, she doesn't need this. So he's gonna continue on pressing the attack as well.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, a weary failure.
All right. Okay. All right, Drameth.
Yes.
Drameth v. Melly. 18 parry?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the only thing that's keeping me.
Oh no!
Extraordinary success! How dare you? Yeah, do you feel bad now? Do you feel bad now?
Makes me feel terrible.
It should.
Hate
There we go.
All right. Because then I have to be like, okay, how am I going to spend these successes to screw you over in the most maximal way possible?
Let's do it.
Well, she's going to spend one of them to pierce and make that a piercing blow, and then she's going to spend the other one to make it a heavy blow. So you're going to
wow.
Wow. You're going to take 11 endurance damage, and then please make a protection roll for me.
All right, that takes my endurance down to 11.
We're all at 11 now.
Yeah, we're all at 11.
Well.
I'm weary. It's official.
Oh.
I'm officially weary. And then where is the it's on the right side? The protection?
Protection, yeah. It's a little dice icon next to
there it is, too. Okay. I can't use any current injury rating. Yes, it's 14.
Okay.
No bonus dice on this.
Nope.
Weary failure. Thank you. Are you happy now? Does it make you feel good about yourself?
All right, roll a fate die, please. Roll a d12. Please don't roll an 11. Okay.
That's a 5, baby.
All right, so note that in your injury box, it'll be a 5-day recovery for this wound. All right. One thing I'm contemplating. Do we want to pause here and then pick it up next week so that Oda can come charging in?
Yes. I'm voting for that.
Okay. I know it's a little shorter of a session, but what trade that for surviving maybe would make it worth it, right?
Having a brand new fresh character come in, double handing a giant axe. Yes, that could be very helpful.
Okay.
Versus a party wipe.
Right.
Right, exactly.
Oh my god.
All right. So we'll pause there.
Okay.
With everyone either wounded or unconscious.
Yes.
Oda, who had been left to watch the horses, has, discerned that things are not going well. And is going to come charging in and hopefully finish off this. I mean, it's a ghost and it's an elf. So, it's going to it's not going to be a fun time.
And I'm still, even though we're wounded, we're still fighting.
You are. Yeah, I just don't want to risk having next week to be like,
no.
Nadja, you're the only character left. Everyone else had to roll up new characters.
No. But we can be there to offer what support we can. But oh my god.
I mean, if we'd all died, though, that's one of those things. It's like, how do you keep that continuity going?
I don't know.
That's just like
that's like when I was running Horror on the Orient Express, and by the end, we didn't have any original characters left, and everyone was like, "Why do we even give a shit?"
Good
question.
I see those in posts for Masks of Nyarlathotep all the time.
Yeah.
Your whole original party died in Peru. Why does the New York crew give two fucks about what's going on?
Yeah, we've had 175% casualties in this fucking campaign.
The one good side to things, I've seen, there's a way to play Delta Green in World War II, or when you play Acton Cthulhu or whatever, you can be oh, well, this is a military unit, so everyone is briefed on what's going on. But when you're individual characters or investigators or whatever, when you're a couple of rangers who don't really have a bunch of friends, do the Dunedain send out 2 more to be hey, I wonder what happened to that random group? But we should absolutely send 2 more of our friends out for no reason to go see what's going on.
It'll be Nellian's cousins come out man, she wandered off last week.
Yeah.
What is she doing? Did you throw her over your shoulder, by the way, and knock her out? Is that why she's just laying somewhere in the field behind us?
Yeah.
Maybe. She was kicking and screaming, and then I was so maybe she hit her head as I dropped her or whatever.
She's stuck face first in a little pole, just legs kicking,
flailing. We'll see. More will be revealed, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. We did our best.
This game is way more brutal than I thought it was.
It is so and that's one of the things that I have noticed. A lot of people who play TTRPGs are used, and the same with my groups. When you're used to having the cleric or the wizard who can just be bam, you're good.
Yeah.
You get used to being oh, I can be a little more cavalier with my hit points.
Right.
But very quickly, Haleth got knocked down to like weary because he was carrying
Yeah.
more than he was, because he was getting injured, and then he got miserable, and then he got his ass handed to him. So
Right.
like very, very fast it went from
Uh,
I did a badass thing to now I'm lying unconscious on the ground and
Yep.
bleeding out.
The
So
death spiral
God.
is
Yeah.
very
The death
quick in
spiral
this.
is real.
Very fast.
Absolutely.
And it's
Very
so explosive too,
It
because
is.
there's the big swings and hits
Yes.
that take
Yeah.
everyone down. Just
and those spell abilities of I guess I'm just going to give myself another Dark Souls boss life bar is
Right.
not fun.
yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, continued, I
All
guess.
right. We will reconvene next week and hopefully turn it around.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone.
All right. Till next week, then.
All right.
Later.
See
Later
ya.
on.
Bye.
I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our patrons, both past and present. And thanks, as always, to those of you backing us at priest level and above. This includes Jonathan Morgantini, Marley Griffin, James Gilbreth, Matt Reed, Hunt Cal, Jathar132, Just Barbarian Things, Mika Turtianen, NJ Colton, Ptolemy, and Vixen Lover 42.